Hello, hello, Marco Levette here. Welcome wherever you're catching this episode. Just to catch people up to speed, I'm Marco Levette, the creator of the podcast, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, the company Go Beyond the Interview LLC. Why am I here? Because I said yes, I raised my hand to a 30-day challenge. Yes, I said I would go ahead and give you how-to information, instruction, and do and why conversations concerning podcasts for 30 days. So here we are. And this week, it's all about presenting the tech side of podcasting to you. So Monday, we started out with why, understanding why you want a podcast. First of all, before you even dive into the tech, understand why you want to podcast. Yesterday, we took a look at, we actually took a look at recording because, what are you going to, you said yes to podcasting. So now you have to capture the moment. You have to capture the monologue. You have to capture the interview. So how are you going to record that? Now, today, we're going to take a look at editing. And what I bring to you these 30 days is from a very basic beginner getting into podcasting type of thing. What I want to always stress is that your content is your why is in place, because it will be your North Star when you get tired, when life gets hairy and you just think, oh, I can't even get past episode number 7, let alone get to number 10, let alone get to number 30 or 100. Let you have your North Star in place. And then secondly, I teach podcasting from the level of get in here, find what's going to give your audience and your guests the best listening experience. Your guests, what's going to give them the best experience, what's going to let them be able to communicate with you easier. Is it going to be by way of live stream? Do they feel comfortable using live stream? Have you made sure that they know how to get into the studio? What about Zoom? Everybody knows Zoom by now. You can use Zoom or you can use Riverside.fm, but whatever way you invite your guests in, you want to make sure that they are comfortable using that software, and they don't have to do jump through, as they say, jump through a lot of hoops, because that can be very nerve-wracking when you're already nervous about guesting on somebody's podcast. And then I also keep it very simple. I teach how to keep it simple to edit. Some podcasters don't edit at all, but I believe that the listening experience calls for editing. And some people say, take out every every everything. But I want to make sure that you know how to use software that has a bit of a learning curve, but what doesn't? But at the end of the day, it's not going to take all the ums and ahs and maybe even a ringing telephone. It won't take that out. You'll have to manually do that. But what it will do is level everything out, and it will take away the hums. And, it just presents a wonderful, wonderful listening experience, something that you will gladly share to the world. So today, that's what I want to take a look at. Let's take a look at Ala2. I use it. Excuse me, I use Ala2 on a daily basis, and it works for me. It does the heavy lifting of editing. And as I showed you yesterday, for these short episodes, I'm able to go over there and actually record them, have my background music applied, and we can edit on Ala2 also. So I'm getting ready for Friday's episode. Let me share my screen and we'll go over to Ala2. And I will show you, here we go. I will show you how to actually go ahead and upload an episode, get that going so that you can actually get ready and start editing. So we're going to add an episode, and this is something that I already have set. This is a Convo with Sally Wagner. And this is a real episode. You're talking about and I always go with episode numbers and I have to double check, but I think this is episode number 162, and I'll double check that. And the host name, my name, Margot Levatt. And episode description, Sally Wagner is a intentional life coach. Her question is, and I put all this in because when it's, and I have Grammarly. I put this in because it saves time when I transfer it over to my host. Her question is, can you intentionally claim choices in your life, career and personal? Fascinating conversation. Friday, you'll definitely want to take a listen in because she really breaks it. No, I'm not going to take this out. I'm going to dismiss that. And Grammarly is wonderful. No, I'm not an affiliate of Grammarly, but it does, it makes you, question is, we'll take that out. Can you intentionally claim choices in your life, career, and personal? Okay. Episode summary, we'll put that in later because I have notes. I have show notes that I want to go ahead and add in here, and I'll just cut and paste, put them in. This is a full episode that we are getting ready to edit. Content contains explicit content. No, but if you have any cussing at all, you or your guest, you definitely want to check this because it could stop you. If you don't, it could really stop you from showing up in Apple. So save the details. And now I can go ahead and click to upload. And let me go over to where I have this stored. And like I said yesterday, I really go with let's go down to 21. I go with the audio, and I already made up a folder for her. I go with the audio for a podcast. So this is what and the Ala too, it will edit the audio only, not the video. So we're going to upload this. You see it populating right down here on the bottom. All right, now I have an intro that's already set for Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, which is my podcast that I'm going to publish this conversation on. But I want to change. I'm going to swap out and create a brand new intro and outro for, well, you know what? No, I'll go ahead and go with what I already have because I am in the process of actually creating a brand new intro for my podcast, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. Things have changed. I feel a brand new intro and outro is to be put into place. So here's my intro, here's my outro, and in that outro, you always want to have the call to action. And you'll see that this is the conversation with Sally Wagner that is processing. So while it is processing, for those of you who are not familiar with Ala 2, let's just go over here to the dashboard. I showed everyone yesterday how you're able to go over to the music editor. And actually, before I air this, I will go to the music editor and I will create a teaser. So the teaser will go in front of will go in front of my intro, and it'll be about 10 seconds. It'll just outline what Sally Wagner is all about. Who is Sally Wagner? Give people a reason why they should listen. And I'll probably say she guides people to reclaim their power of choice in their lives intentionally, which is what she does. And I'm also able to go ahead and back that teaser with music. So that's what I showed you yesterday on the music editor. Very powerful, very, very powerful. So, and then I can add it to the library. And anytime I want to use that, book in that in my editing process, I can use that. So now we see the intro is in place already. My conversation with Sally Wagner has been put into place, and you can always edit it here. And then the outro is in place. So build my episode is where I move to actually editing. It does all the heavy lifting. We've put in the episode details, and I can go back and add on to them. I can go ahead and edit the details. I've uploaded the file. You saw that came from Sally Wagner. Was a Zoom conversation that I uploaded to my hard drive, and I uploaded it from the hard drive, and here it is, right here. We uploaded it. Now we're going to build that episode. The episode builder in Alitu is actually what does the editing. It levels everything off. Sally Wagner's conversation is not real high and I'm real low. No, it's just a smooth, easy, very wonderful on the ear interaction. Excuse me. We actually have that same thing. Everything is leveled. Everything is leveled. And then we move into publishing. So let me get over here to build my episode. And you will see that it is processing. And we'll wait for that to process. And it takes, this is, as you see, it brings in my description. Everything is drawn in at this point, and it's just leveling everything out. It's just gathering all the metadata and all of that, gathering it in one place. If I forgot something, I can pause it, edit it, but if you pause and edit, then it's going to start the process all over again. So this is what I use to actually edit my episodes, be it the challenge episodes. I go ahead and record them over here, back them with music, run it through the same process so that it is leveled. The hums are gone, and it just makes for an excellent listening experience. Wouldn't you agree that, hey, what I put out has a good listening experience? There are certain things that you can't do as far as leveling and the fancy, the themes that professional sound engineers use. I don't have access to that, those capabilities, even what Audacity, and I spoke of Audacity yesterday, which is a editing tool that you can actually record and edit on Audacity. But I don't teach that at the Academy because myself, I think the learning curve is a bit high, and people want something that they can learn, grow with, get real comfortable with. And Alitu is growing with the podcast industry, the podcasters who are coming in, and it's really everything up under one house. And once you do it a couple of times, once you walk through and use Alitu a couple of times, then it's really just kind of like you have your processes in place. That's what I'm trying to say. So now you can this is ready. I can download it. I can actually delete the episode. I can play it. I can still edit it, or I can publish it. So let's go over to publish. And you see that it's populating. Okay, this is the episode. So it tells you how long everything is running from the intro to the outro, 24 minutes and 43 seconds. So if that's too long, you can actually shave that down. Editing, they have the cut and paste system. And what I like is I can actually edit the audio. I can edit the details. I can download the episode here. I can even create a video from over here so that it can go right over to YouTube. And YouTube has a better reception of audio when it actually does have come in video form. And I've found, go ahead and create the video here. But once it gets over to YouTube, then you're able to go ahead and insert a thumbnail. Yeah, that's kind of a insider information right there, okay? And you can even generate your transcript. Now you understand why I'm a strong advocate, actually an affiliate of Alitu, because of how they've expanded and how it carries the major workload for you. It's not the only one, but this is the one that does a lot of work for you. And then I can actually send it over to Libsyn. I happen to be with Libsyn as a show host, show platform, but I got with them back in the day, and I'm always looking at what other people are doing. And one day I'll transfer away. You can go all of the major platforms. Alitu will let you transfer your episode to all of the major platforms, Buzzsprout, Podbean, all of them, Blueberry, your choice, the drop down, you choose where you want your episode to go, and you send it so that it's all ready to publish, or you send it so that it's in draft. And once you get over to your platform, then you're able to go ahead and do extra work. So that's a lot of information that I just gave you. But at the Academy, at the 8-week course, I actually take time to slow walk this down. And my students that need an extra tutorial so that it's one-on-one, we actually do that. We actually walk through in Zoom so that they can play it back, and then they have their step-by-step, because I know that this is just very crucial to your next step. You record it, now you want to edit. You want to give your listeners the best experience. You want to pass this recording on to your guests so that it won't be a bunch of crap that you're sending over the audio. Is good, so that they will gladly and proudly help you promote this conversation. And once you upload it to your host, then you know that audio has excellent sound quality. All right. So that's why I took a little bit of time to actually go ahead and take you into Alitu, what it looks like. My affiliate, I am an affiliate. If you decide that you want to take it on a test run, they do have I think it's a 7-day free trial, but I will in the show notes actually have my affiliate link. And if you so desire, I would appreciate you coming in up under my affiliate link. While you're over on YouTube, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're building everything out. Everything is in expansion mode. All right. So, and yeah, tomorrow we are going to take a look at podcast host. All right. I spoke to you for a minute about Libsyn. So what are some of the podcast hosts where do you send this? Where are you going to send your edited conversation or your edited monologue? Where is it going to go? How do I choose? We're going to touch bases on that tomorrow. And then Friday, I'll want you to go over to Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, and take in the conversation that I had with Sally Wagner. The lady knows her stuff. Fascinating conversation concerning why we are or we are not claiming the choices that we have in our lives. And truth be told, for 26 years, I did not claim the choice that I had in my life. And I worked in corporate America for 26 years. At age 61, I did reinvent myself to become a podcaster. That was claiming my choice. So I'll see you tomorrow, and we are going to talk about podcast hosts. All right. Let me stop sharing my screen here so I can come out and stop the video. Remember, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.